Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, tonight we're going to talk about something out of Colorado. Now, I know a lot of you guys, and myself included, have recently written off Colorado-fornia. It has kind of gone far left, especially in the gun control this year, particularly. But this video we're going to do is about an appellate court decision in Colorado, which actually takes the fight back to the left around the red flag laws. If you take nothing from this video, take this. Never give up. You don't know the outcomes. You don't know the end result. You may see the outcomes of your effort. You may not. But every single thing that you and I do on a mass scale or a small scale matters. It's important. Don't you give up. We are making a difference, and we are going to pass the blessings of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. Here's a perfect example of things that are going on even in Colorado-fornia. It's linked in the description box below. I want to hear what you guys think on this. Give me an amen if you agree. But let's dive in to Colorado. Colorado Appeals Court. GOP lawmakers can challenge the gun law. A Colorado Appeals Court panel has reinstated a lawsuit challenging a red flag law that allows courts to order firearms taken away from people who pose a danger to themselves or others. Of course, this isn't unconstitutional law. And, if I put my money on it, eventually it will end up at the Supreme Court. But it has to start somewhere, and that's what happened here. Denver AP. A Colorado Appeals Court panel on Wednesday reinstated a lawsuit filed by Republican lawmakers and a Colorado gun rights group challenging a red flag law that allows courts to order firearms taken away from people who pose a danger to themselves or others. Now, keep in mind, in this law, the onus is on the gun owner to prove they are not bad, not the people taking away the rights that they are bad. It's an important distinction, and that's why it's a problem. But let's dive in because the GOP and some other gun rights groups actually stepped up on this, and they're making gains. The lawsuit, filed in 2019, argues that majority Democrats in the House denied Republican lawmakers their constitutional right to have the red flag legislation be read in its entirety during debate. The bill was signed into law by Democratic Governor Jared Polis, and the law took effect in 2020. We know that. We've covered this extensively. But they took action, and things are happening, and that's the big point of this video. Colorado Politics reports that a 3-judge panel of the Court of Appeals overturned a Denver District Court judge's ruling that the judiciary should not intrude on the prerogatives of the legislature or other branches of government. This is big because the Denver court said, no, this is perfectly fine, but it moved up the chain. After this, it goes into the district courts, into the Supreme Court at the state level, and guess where it goes next if it continues? Just like the New York case. Guys, we are making gains every single day. We are fighting in and out, and this is what can happen. It may end up in a completely unconstitutional ruling for the red flag laws or a repeal. It may end up as not happening. But the point is, the fight is taking place, and it's up to us to jump in with them and support this everywhere in the nation. Now, if they're willing to abuse my constitutional rights as a state legislator, they will almost certainly abuse citizens' rights with the red flag law. This is one of the state legislators that sued under this law, and he won. And he brings up a very valuable point around the red flag laws. If they're willing to abuse my constitutional right as a state legislator, they will almost certainly abuse citizens' rights with the red flag laws, which we know the red flag laws are there so that you can infringe upon those rights with due cause. That's the whole point. They're different in all the blue states, but they do exist in a lot of them. That's why we got to fight this. In a statement, Rocky Mountain Gun Owners Executive Director Taylor Rhodes said that, quote, "We are hopeful that we will win in the lower court and once and for all rid Colorado of this disastrous piece of legislation." And that's it. They met adversity, they got shut down, they took it to the next court, and now they're sending it back to that same level, and we actually have a chance at watching Colorado-fornia make its way back to Colorado, because I know not all of you are far left like those main cities are in Colorado. This is important, guys, and it's a perfect model of every single day we are in here, we are fighting, and we are going to pass the blessing along to the next generation. But it doesn't happen without starting somewhere. Lawsuits, activism, anything that you can imagine. Donate your time for a candidate you believe in. Really vet the candidates. You can do incredible things, and it can be this small, but it might have a mountain of impact. And that's what I want to bring to you tonight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one on the Bullet Points in the Morning. I'm Braden, signing out.